Alrighty then, this is the part 3, I believe it is now. This is where I'm going to be looking at these motherboards that I picked up. Mainly this one, what I'm interested in. It's a Asus P5N-E SLI. Socket 775, 8 gigs of RAM, dual video cards, etc. I need a chip for it. I believe it'll take any dual and quad cores. So, if I look around, I've got a backplate for something. A chip here, which I'm not sure what it is. I think it's a Core 2 Duo. Let's get some light on it. It's a Pentium 4 3.4 GHz, so that's not pretty good. That probably work, but it wants Pentium 4. This will probably need as a backplate if I can find the other half of it. A bit of heatsink and fan for testing. There's a board over here, actually I might be able to nick the CPU from. There we go. That's an Intel desktop board. I love these little boards. You can't overclock them or anything, but they're good general workstation server boards. I've been using them in rack mount servers I've been making and things. They take up to 8 gigs of RAM and Core 2 quad CPUs, so they're quite nice systems. I've built one into this. I don't think you can really see it, but that's a 3U rack mount system for multi-track audio recording. And there's one of them inside there. I got them quite cheap off eBay, £17 a piece, with free delivery, and they got delivered really fast. We've got a Core 2 Duo E6550 in here, which I'm going to borrow. I presume this works in it. I've not actually looked up anything on this Asus board other than what it said on the website. I didn't look at the CPU support list, so I'm just going to take a wild guess that that's going to work. I'm also going to need some memory. I'm going to leave this in here for now. I'll put this board over here. I'll take some off this pile. We got a 1GB stick somewhere. That's 1 gig, I believe. Yeah, 1GB. 5300. Crucial. We'll have that. That can be the test sticker memory. Which way did it go? Not that way. Pop it in. Let's push that down in a minute. Now I need a cooling fan. This could be interesting. Fans and heatsinks usually in here. Motherboard backplates. Nope. I didn't get a backplate actually. I might have one for it. I need to have a look through these. I never throw them away. Never know when they'll come in handy. I don't see no heatsink fan in here. It used to be on the top of one of these boxes. Oh, there it is. This is out of a Dell Vostro 200 or an Interbron 530, one of the two. These are the same bloody parts anyway. Need some thermal paste, which is over here. Convenient tube. And a power supply. Also one in here. I'm not sure what it is, but it'll do for testing a board. It's got bloody loads of wires on it. This is a... Oh wow, this was my first sort of a gaming type of computer I ever built. Alpha power 850 watts. With apparently 80 amps on the 12-volt rails. I believe the fans are bloody noisy in it though. Only a cheap thing. Also going to need my little handy screwdriver, which is this one right here. And I'm going to need a big screwdriver for this because I believe it has big cross thread screws, Phillips ones. Yep, Phillips screwdriver. Right, let's get this thing assembled. Got the RAM memory in and the back plate on for the CPU cooler. Sure to apply the thermal paste. Now as always, I believe the example everybody gives is a small size of grain of uncooked rice, even rather. I usually go with about that much. Something like that. This paste isn't the best in the world, I don't leave it in for long term anyway. Just stick the end on it. And we've got to screw this cooler down. It's not copper or anything, so it's not a great cooler, but it does the job. It was cooling a Core 2 Quad Q6600. I'll screw this down. Now I have the CPU cooler screwed down. It's generally a good idea to not test on something that may be conductive, which I think this desk isn't, but I'm not 100% sure, so I'm going to need to find a cardboard box to test this thing off. Well, what do you know? I've got this handy DHL box that one of my motherboards came in, my Intel ones, and it's perfect for the job. I really need to invest in a test bench or something. The amount of boards that I have to test on boxes, it'll be so much more easier to work with, I guess. Plus the board can't slip and slide all over the place when you're plugging things into it. I've got to hook this power supply up to this thing. Hopefully the cables are long enough, they don't look that long. The wires are just about long enough for going on it. It's also got an 8-pin connector for the CPU, which don't usually get with a lot of these things, not for the age of the supply anyway. I'll plug this in. What I'm also going to need now is a graphics card, so I think I could use one of these in the... I don't even know if this thing works. Let's try... no, I'll use this one because I know it works. I don't know if the board works yet. We do have a green light, which I suppose is good. I'm going to shove it in the slot. Okay, so I've got everything hooked up to it. Now my problem's going to be turning this damn thing on, because this is the front panel connector and it doesn't say anything but F panel. Or panel. But yeah. No. It's going to be one of the two close together, isn't it? Oh. Power supply's on, but there's no CPU. Ah, I usually recommend you plug in your CPU fan, then it does cool something. Yeah. Not currently getting anything out of it. Try a reboot. I really do hope this works. Fan sort of stalls after a while and starts again. Nothing much coming out. Doesn't seem to be getting warm. I'm gonna try the video card in the other slot, maybe that could be it. Let's try again with the card in the other slot. Maybe it could be the memory. Let's try the RAM in a different slot. Okay, I've put the stick of memory in the DIMM A2 slot. So, let's try. I'm not sure why the fan stops for a second and sort of ramps down and then comes back up again. It is unusual. I do think the CPU is supported, I would have thought it was. I'm going to try the graphics card in the other slot again. Okay, let's try that. Maybe it could be the graphics card? I don't know. Oh, this SLI selector. I'm not sure. It's just a single video card. I don't know which is the main slot. I'd have said the blue one was the first slot, the primary. Yeah, PCI 16.1. Maybe be a dodgy RAM slot or something. Fan doesn't seem to run back down either. It just goes full speed. Maybe we are dealing with the dead board. I'm gonna try a different graphics card. I've got a GT210, it's not actually mine, it's a friend of mine's, but we'll try that in it. It's getting power because the fan's spinning. Why does it do that? I haven't even got, like, the board doesn't have a buzzer on it, so I can't even hear if it's beeping, buzzing, doing anything. I don't think I've got a speaker either. I imagine it will go across the 4 pins there. Connected on though. I'm going to try some different memory. It's working! I put a different stick of memory in. A 512 meg from one of the Dell. Check some error defaults loaded. Quad Q6600 2.33 GHz. That fan is damn loud. Ow. Yeah, don't put your finger in a fan. Bloody thing. Into the BIOS. Dell 20 set up. The time and date is not right. I can assure you we are not in 2007. I need to replace the battery on this thing. Where is the battery? There it is. Let's change that battery. I really need to pick me up a new pack of these batteries. They're only from IKEA, but I've gone through them so quickly. Put the battery back in. The GPU back in. Then we can set the time, date, etc. And hopefully the fan should stop being so bloody loud. If it boots again, that is. Yeah, it seems to do it after that sort of stall. I'm going to set the time and date settings and everything in the BIOS. I think this may be based off overclocking, and by auto I think it tries to overclock itself, which may be what it's doing when it's starting up, which I don't currently want. So I believe if I set it to standard, it won't try and overclock itself. Hopefully. Hopefully. This could be another reason why the fan is so damn loud, but it has the thermal control disabled, which I'm going to put on auto. We don't want none of that. Virtualization enabled. Speed set is where it adjusts the speeds up and down, I believe, so we can have that on. But turbo kind of thing. I think for the most part we're good then. Memory timings are all on auto. I'm not sure what some of these things do though. I've never really played with overclocking. It's going to be a new thing to venture into for myself. Onboard LAN boot RAM, onboard NVIDIA LAN, USB configuration enabled. Hardware monitor. Q fan control, I believe that's for quiet fans, which we do not want this. What is this? Fan speed warning. It produces warning that CPU fan speed is crossed low. Please be careful when the CPU fan speed warning is set disabled. It may not produce any warning message during post, even if the fan is bad or not present. We'll leave that at 600 then. At the minute it's going at 4,720 RPMs. God damn. Save and exit, yes. Please go quiet. Thank you. Yay, quiet, apart from that bloody fan there. That's good, this board's working, let's try the other one. Thank you to the internet, I found out what this bloody thing is and what CPU I can put in it. Done some googling and found out that there's a number that's actually on the side of the PCI Express slot for, you know, all the places it could be from. So apparently I one of these types of Acer systems, and it says on this listing here for the motherboard that it will take Celeron D, Pentium D, Pentium Dual Core, Core 2 Duo, Core 2 Quad, Yorkfield and Wolfdale. so I should be good if I put a Celeron D in. I think I've got some Celeron D CPUs around. There's a picture of the board, that's my board. Let's go digging. What's that, you say? Well, it's an AMD CPU case. However, the contents is an Intel CPU. Because why not? This here is a Celeron D 346 3.06 GHz, and it is going to be our tester for this board. It should work, I think. We'll soon find out if it doesn't, don't we? There is one pin that looks a bit off of there, but it shouldn't be a problem. There we go. Sorted. I need a heatsink and fan for this damn system now. I went digging through a box of bits here. CPU, heatsink, fans, backplates, everything. And I found a brand new socket 775 cooler, which I'll use for testing this board. I also found that water block I was talking about, which can go on that Asus motherboard. We do some overclocking with that and water cooling. I also found a front panel off a Dimension 9150, and that blank should do to replace where the DVD drive's missing. In this tower here. This one even. So that was a pretty good find there. I also need a watch battery in this thing. God damn it, that's took me out of batteries now. The last one. Installed. Get this CPU cooler out of the box and installed on this thing. Okay, CPU fan is installed. It's actually plugged in on this board as well. We go in places. We've got memory installed, video hooked up. Let's see if this thing does anything. So far nothing. Let's try... which is going to be which on this damn front panel connector? I say... red for power? No. Maybe green? Nope. Blue? Nope. Orange? Nope. 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 Okay, it was red. Does this work? That bloody power supply is noisy. That is all the power supply that done. I've got a buzzer, but it's not buzzing. I guess that could be a good thing. Let's try some different memory. Well, without a memory installed, it does beep. So I guess that's getting somewhere. Maybe the CPU isn't compatible. Okay. So I've now put that E6550 in here that I had in the Asus board. We still don't seem to be posting. I think we might just have a dead motherboard on our hands. It'd be a shame, but I didn't really want them for this one anyway. It was just sort of an added bonus if this worked as well. No beep sounds, no nothing. I'm going to try some different RAM again. I don't think it's going to work. It's not been booting. I've tried different sticks of memory, etc. Without a real sort of CPU compatibility list, I'm not sure. I think that should work. I've tried 2 or 3 different CPUs though, and it's not booting. I'm going to put it in the pile of boards that are like spares or to try in future, because I don't think it's fully functioning. It doesn't look right. Okay, so I think that's about it. The Acer board, I'm going to say is dead, but I'm going to come back and test it again in future. That can go off to a side. I've also just noticed when I've been messing about with the Asus board that there is actually one pin bent in the 4th RAM slot. If you look just in there, you can see it there bent down, unfortunately, so that's going to be a pain in the backside. I don't know if I'm going to be able to bend the back. Probably not, so I might end up replacing the RAM slot. That's going to be a real pain though if I have to do that. But if I want 8 gigs of RAM on this board, I'm going to have to do it. I need to set the boards running stable and everything first, but that might be something that I need to look into doing. We'll soon see. I'll do an update on that anyway, on whatever happens. And I think that's it for this episode / part. I've gone over them in the first part, gone over them in the second part, gone over these in the third part. Next I'm going to be going on to the UPSs, but I don't think I'm going to look at them today. So for now, they're just going to live up there in the boxes. Thank you for watching. Leave a like if you liked the video, enjoyed it, whatever. Comment with feedback, anything you want to say. Just yeah, comment down below. I hope you enjoyed it and was entertaining. I might make more of these in the future, or I might not. I don't know. We'll soon see how it goes. Thanks for watching. See ya.